All right, we can get started. So, Tony, I appreciate you coming on. Um, we have a few diligent people this morning, and then we always record these things so we can share them later as well. Oh, he's not there.
Nope.
He was gone that whole time.
I heard you.
Good. Yeah, so we always record these things so people can view them, later on, at their own leisure too. So hopefully, it helps with some exposure. But again, we appreciate you coming on.
No
Take
problem.
it away.
All right. So before we get started today, I want to just give you more than a workout. Typically, whenever I do a free session for any of my clients, what I normally try to do is I try to educate them, I try to empower them, try to equip them with something more than just a workout, especially during like a one-on-one, like first time free session. So I want to kind of do the same thing for you guys. I want to just give you more than a workout. I want to give you the tools that you can apply every single day that's going to get you great results, not just a great workout. How's that sound?
Perfect.
Okay. So the first thing is, many people when they first start working out, they have outcome-based goals, right? So having goals is very important, but you can't just focus on the goal, because if you focus on the goal, you're never ever going to get there. It's kind of like if you start your career as a real estate agent, if your main goal is just a ton of money, eventually you quit because the money doesn't come fast enough. So if you have an outcome-based goal, eventually you kind of quit and you give up because you don't see the results fast enough. So instead of, so there's three types of goals, right? So there's outcome-based goals, there's process-based goals, and then there is identity-based goals. So what you really need to do, you need to start by focusing on the type of person you want to be. I want to be a top performer. That's kind of like the mindset that you need to have, because you see, once you start to change the way you look at things, the things you look at will start to begin to change. So you need to start by focusing on the type of lifestyle you want to live, the type of person you want to be, how you want to perform on a daily basis. It's very important to have a goal. So once you have a goal, then you can start figuring out what you need to start doing and what you need to stop doing that's going to get you to your destination. The next thing is you want to change things that are very marginal. I know in the moment it might seem irrelevant, but if you make marginal improvements in little areas, over the course of a lifetime, it's going to make a drastic difference. You don't visually see the change immediately. You won't see the impact on your habits, your life, your energy immediately, but over a long period of time, you're going to have a drastic improvement. I want to show you guys a great example, right? So I've been a personal trainer for 13 years. I always put my career first. Like, this is my facility behind me. I started as a trainer at LA Fitness, just making $6 a session. Now I have two 30,000 square foot facilities, and all I did was put all my energy into my business. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you guys do the same thing. But what actually happens over a course of time is it starts to take a toll on, one, your physical health. Two, it starts to take a toll on your mental health. And then last but not least, you're not really happy because you look like shit, you feel like shit, guess what? And you start to eventually perform like shit. So I'm gonna show you guys an example of that using myself. So, working 12, 13, 14-hour days, I went from being an in-shape personal trainer to having a dad bod, and I'm not dead. Okay, so this is me in like February 2019, okay? The photo that I'm gonna show you is 6 months later. Now, these are marginal things that I've done. I didn't go on a strict diet. I didn't go on a crazy hard diet. I didn't work out 2-3 hours a day, 7 days a week. This is literally 6 months after I started, right? So you can have drastic improvements by making marginal changes in your life. Simple things that I did, right? I didn't go on a hard diet. I just cut out the bullshit, right? So I cut out Red Bull. I cut out just grabbing breakfast on the go. I started priming my environment for great results. So the morning prior to, like in the morning, I get up last minute and I rush out of the house, like I'm pretty sure a lot of people do. What I would do is I would have the oatmeal set up in the kitchen. So I'd have a bowl of oatmeal. I'd have the water set up next to it. I have a glass of water set up next to it. I have a piece of fruit. As soon as I woke up, I didn't even think. I would just pour the water into the bowl, put it in the microwave, let my dogs out, or feed my cats. And as soon as it was done, boom, I had my meal and I was out the door. I primed my environment for results. When I got to the office, I put water everywhere around me. So I had a water on my desk. I had a bottle of water in my car. I had a water next to the door. So if I'm walking out the door, I'd grab the bottle of water. I started priming my environment for the person that I wanted to be. I didn't try to force the change. See, the easier you make your new habits, the easier it will be for you to stick to them. If you have to go out of your way to make a healthy decision, you're probably not going to do it. Okay, so that's why it's very important to make these marginal changes on a daily basis. Like let's say, for example, if I wanted to go to Wawa to grab a sandwich, it's 2 blocks away. I would normally just drive. I started walking. So I would really just try to prime my environment for the things I wanted. Normally, I would walk my dogs for like 2 to 3 blocks until they went to the bathroom. Instead, every single day, I started walking my dogs for 45 minutes. It doesn't matter if it was raining, if it was cold, if it was hot. I would just take them outside and I'd go on a 45-minute walk. When I came to the gym, being a personal trainer, I've been pretty good shape my entire life, but when you hit 30, everything slows down. And I hated working out. Like most people think you're supposed to love working out. You should not love the process, but you're gonna love the product, right? So what I started doing was, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start working out. I'm just gonna go through the motion. Here's the thing. Every workout is not gonna be great. You're not gonna love it, but you're not supposed to love it. Like, did you love going to school every single day? Do you love showing your clients every single house? No, but you go through the process. So you just have to prime your mind like, this is gonna suck, but I'm gonna get through it. So my goal was to just work out Monday through Friday. I didn't work out for an hour. I worked out for 30 minutes, Monday through Friday. It didn't matter what I did. It didn't matter if I came to the gym and just got on the treadmill and watched Netflix. It didn't matter if I got on the elliptical, the bike. Remember, slow motion is better than no motion. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just about making those healthy decisions. Even when you don't feel like it, get in the car. Like some of my clients, like tricks that they would do was they would pack for the gym the day before. They would take their shoes, their sweatpants, their sports bra, their tank top, they'd put it in their gym bag, they'd put it in the trunk. So they're after work, they didn't have to go home to change, because once you get into that environment, you kind of don't feel like doing it anymore, right? So they started putting all of their stuff in the trunk. So as soon as they got in the car, that was their cue to start driving to the gym so they can start working out. So those are little things that you can do. You might put your gym bag next to the door. So as soon as you leave, you know, and your mind knows that after work, I'm going to the gym, I'm going to work out. So those are little marginal things that you might think that might not make a massive improvement, but trust me, over the course of a long period of time, it's going to have a drastic improvement. 1, on how you look, but 2, how you feel, and 3, believe it or not, it's going to have a massive improvement on your business, because all sales is a transference of energy. If your energy is low while you're showing a prospect the house, or when someone makes a sign call and you're not super enthusiastic with them, you don't build that mental and emotional connection, and eventually they might go to switch to someone else, or you don't engage them enough where, you hit the hot buttons and you actually get them to go look at the houses or come look at the house or talk to you. So it's going to have a drastic improvement. It's going to bleed into all areas of your life. So the next thing I want to talk about is like the biggest thing that's going to prevent you from getting in shape is not your diet. It's not your discipline. It's your eyes. You're going to look in the mirror every single day. You're going to look on the scale every single week, and you're not going to see an improvement. 1, don't look in the mirror every single day. Okay. 2, don't look at the scale every single day. 3, don't look for changes every single day. You're not going to see the changes, but over a long period of time, let's say you get on that scale once every 2 to 3 weeks. Guess what? You're going to see an improvement. You're going to see a change in your body. Over a period of time, you're going to see it. Let's say, for example, you're flying from LA to New York City. If the pilot shifts the nose of the plane just by 3.5 degrees, okay, south, By the time you fly from LA to the East Coast, you'll actually land in Washington, DC versus New York City. When the pilot makes that shift to 3.5 degrees, it's just a few feet. You're not even going to see the impact or the difference in the direction you're flying. But over the course of the entire ride, over that 6 hours at 2,000 miles, you land in a completely different destination. That's the difference between making marginal changes in your life. It makes the difference between the type of person you want to be and the type of person you are. It makes the difference between the results you get from the results you actually want. Making these marginal changes, like I drink soda, like I used to drink soda every single day, like a can of ginger ale for lunch and dinner. Like I was addicted, I loved it, you know, or Coca-Cola. I started priming my environment for the results and the type of person that I wanted to be. In my mind, healthy people don't drink it. So I stopped buying it. I just started buying bottles of water. So with every single meal, I made it a habit to drink water. You know, like in the fitness community, everyone drinks a gallon of water a day, right? I literally could not do it to save my life because I looked at the gallon and I would chug it and I'm like, holy shit, it's been 5 hours and still like 2/3 of it is full. So you break it up into tiny little accomplishments. So what I did was I figured out a bottle of water has 16 ounces. 8 bottles is 132 ounces. That's a gallon of water. I said, okay, I'm at the gym at least 12, 14 hours a day working in the office. If I have a bottle once every hour, by the end of the day, I'll have more than a gallon. So each time I finish the bottle, I felt accomplished. So your thing might be to take 10,000 steps a day. Make those little areas of improvements and then mark them down, cross them off of a list. You're gonna feel that much better. But the most important thing is have a checklist. Have a checklist of healthy things that you wanna do throughout the day. It might be like 5 things. It might be walk 5 blocks, work out for 30 minutes. They're tiny little improvements. They're gonna compound over time. Just like compound interest, you don't see the difference in your investment in a month or 2 months or 3 months. You'll see the difference in 6, 12, 24, 36, 72 months. That's how working out works as well. That's how making healthy decisions work out as well. So start making those little changes. I guarantee you're gonna see phenomenal results in 6 months. Don't work out because you wanna get in shape for summer. I mean, think about it. How many times have you tried getting in shape and actually accomplished it? That's why it's very important that you focus on identity-based change, not outcome-based change. Focus on the type of person you want to be, the results will take care of itself. Fall in love with the process, not the product that you're trying to accomplish, right? So the next thing we're gonna talk about is actually how to work out, right? Everyone wants to get in shape. No one knows really how to do it. We kind of just go to the gym, we go through a circuit of machines, we get on the treadmill, a few weeks go by, a month go by, and then you stop working out. It's not because you're lazy. It's because the effort that you're putting in, you're not getting the results. So therefore, if I keep making these investments of my time and I'm not getting any results or not feeling any better, looking any better, well, why would I keep doing it? So we're gonna go over this, the basic ABCs of working out. So there's a Chinese proverb, right? It goes like this. If I hear it, I forget it. If I see it, I'll remember it. But if I do it, I'll understand it. So today we're gonna talk about it, then we're gonna actually do it, and then you're gonna have a better understanding of how you need to work out, how you need to feel to see an improvement in your daily habits, but also the results you're gonna get, right? 3 ways to lose weight: weight training, cardio, diet. The most common approach people take to lose weight is cardio, right? Like we wanna lose weight, what we first think about, let's buy a treadmill, or I'm gonna go to the gym and I'm gonna start working out. You know, I'm gonna go get on the treadmill for an hour a day, and then but a few weeks go by, you don't see results because cardio only burns fat from the time you get on the treadmill to the time you get off. So let's say you come into the gym and you hop on for 45 minutes and you're just running. You're gonna burn anywhere from 2 to maybe 300 calories. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So if you do the math, it'll take you like 8 to 12 hours just to burn 1 pound. We don't got that kind of time, do we? So it's about making massive improvements in 3 different areas that's gonna compound and get you phenomenal results. So cardio will be one of them, but that's not your primary way of getting great results. Second most common approach is through dieting. Millions of people diet every single year. A few weeks later, they quit. A few months later, they quit. Why is that? It's not because it doesn't work. It's because diets only work as long as you diet. Sooner or later, you're gonna go back to eating normal. What happens to the few pounds, of 5, 10 pounds you work so hard to lose? You gain it back, right? The main reason you gain it back is because you go from a calorie deficit to a calorie surplus. You go from not eating anything you want to eating everything you want. So your body doesn't know how to handle the calories, so you gain weight even faster than you lost it. Okay? The most effective way to get great results is weight training. Because when you do weight training, a few things happen. You're gonna look better, you're gonna feel better, you're gonna have more energy. But the main benefit you're gonna get is you're gonna burn calories even when you're not working out. So when you work out, you build muscle. When you build muscle, you look good, you feel good, you have more energy. But the main benefit you get is you get a higher metabolism. I mean, think about it. The only difference between your body now and when you were 16 years old or 18 years old or 21 years old is you just have a slower metabolism. Your body just processes food that you eat differently. You don't really eat much different. You like the same foods. Your body just burns them differently. So as you get older, what happens? You're not as active. You work more, you sit around more. Law of possession, either you use it or you lose it. So if you stop using muscle over a period of, let's say, 5, 10, 15 years, the average American loses 1 pound of muscle per year. Over the course of 10 years, you've lost 10 pounds of muscle. Your body burns 500 less calories a day, okay? So if we reverse the process, if we add the muscle back onto your frame, speed up your metabolism, what do you think is gonna happen to your body fat? It's gonna go down, but it's gonna stay down. So over the course of, let's say, 6 months, your goal shouldn't just be weight loss. It should be muscle gain. Because if you lose just, let's say, 15, 20 pounds and you don't build any muscle, your skin's gonna get loose. It's gonna get saggy, but it's also hard to maintain it. But if you build muscle throughout your whole body, it's gonna tone and it's gonna tighten everything up. But at the same time, it's gonna help keep the weight off permanently. Because 10 pounds of muscle throughout your whole body is not a lot of muscle. Like a pound in your arm, a pound in your back, a pound in your chest, pound, in your quads. It all adds up because 10 pounds of muscle is gonna burn 500 extra calories every single day, just moving, just doing the exact same activities you're currently doing. You're probably wondering, well, Tony, how does that work? Well, let's say, for example, we took your car and we replaced it with an SUV. You can drive from here to New York City. You're gonna burn twice as much gas as you would in your normal car. The reason for that is the SUV has a bigger engine. The engine of your body is muscle. The more muscle you have, the more fuel your body requires. 10 pounds of muscle requires extra 500 calories per day. 7 days in a week, your body's gonna burn 3,500 calories doing absolutely nothing, doing the exact same activities. So you're gonna burn way more calories while you're sitting at the office working. That's why it's very important that you build muscle throughout your body. It's gonna tighten everything up, but it's also gonna help, progress. It's gonna help you lose weight even faster, right? So the next thing is cardio. When you do cardio, dictates how effective it is. So let's say, for example, you came into the gym today and you did cardio first for an hour. Let's say I did weight training and then I did cardio for just 30 minutes. I'll burn more fat than you will because how body fat works is body fat is a source of backup energy. So before fat, there's calories. The food that you eat throughout the day, your body has to burn through those calories before it allows you to burn fat. It's kind of like your savings account. So that's why it's important you do cardio after your weight training. So let's say you do an indoor home workout, go walk around the block. It's far more effective. You burn way more body fat. Or if you don't want to do 2 workouts, this is very easy to do. Wake up in the morning and just walk around the neighborhood for like 30 minutes. I guarantee you, if you want to lose 5 pounds in the next month, just wake up in the morning. You don't even have to run, just walk. Just walk around the neighborhood because your body has no calories. You haven't, it's been, remember, you haven't eaten in 8 hours as you've been sleeping. So when you start doing cardio, you burn fat immediately, okay? The last but not least is dieting, okay? Don't eat less, eat more. You're probably wondering, well, Tony, how's that work? Okay. Dieting doesn't work. Remember, this is a lifestyle change, right? You have to eat 4 to 5 meals throughout the day to keep your metabolism going. Remember, if you do what everyone else does, you're gonna get the results everyone else has. The average person, the average American eats 3 times a day, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. But remember, between each meal, there's about 6 to 8 hour gap where your metabolism isn't burning. It's not doing anything, but you're still functioning. It's more important to break your meals up, okay, into smaller meals. You guys have probably heard this before. Prior planning prevents piss poor performance. Prep your meals. Prep your meals the day before. No matter what, if you make your meals the day before, especially as a real estate agent, because I date one, I know how busy she is, you're always on the run. You're always on the go. You got calls, you got clients, you got closings, you have appraisals. There's so many different things that you have to do that you make bad decisions because your environment is primed for you to make bad decisions. Start by priming your good decisions. So if you have your meals with you and all it takes is for you to throw it into a microwave and heat it up, guess what? You're gonna make a better decision when it comes to eating. So that's why it's very important you prep your meals. Your diet doesn't really have to change that much, right? So like if you like sweets, find better alternatives. Don't cut out the sweets. Just find a better way to eat them. For example, I love candy, okay? But candy doesn't love me, right? So what I do is, a great brand is First Form or Quest Nutrition. Go on their websites, and you can typically buy them at Wawa, you can buy them at CVS, you can literally buy them anywhere. You can buy it from the website, you can buy a box at a time. What I do is I'll buy the Quest bars or First Form protein bars, I'll keep them in the car, in the glove box. Kind of hard to do in the summer, but rest of the day is pretty easy, right? So whenever I'm craving something sweet, I'll grab the protein bar. Now, instead of that snack working against my goals, is working with my goals. That protein bar has 30 grams of protein. It's a meal replacement. It not only physically nourishes me, it nourishes my cravings. So don't stay away from the things you like. That's the only way you're gonna be able to follow a clean eating, healthy habits, right? So it's very, very, very important. Do not cut out the snacks. Add the snacks, but add the right snacks. I also love ice cream, right? So instead of having ice cream, you can make a protein shake. Some people are like, oh, really, a protein shake? Trust me, if your protein shake sucks, you probably just have the bad brand. Remember, not all burgers are equal, right? So not all protein shakes are equal. First Form, Quest, they make really great protein. Make a protein shake. Find different recipes on YouTube. After you make it, freeze it. So when you're having that craving for ice cream, you break out that protein shake, your brain doesn't know the difference, and you're still, again, killing that craving, but you're also feeding your body, right? So it's all about just cheating your mind, really, So don't try to stay away from things you like. If you want a burger, don't go to McDonald's. Go buy the ingredients, make it at home. There's no preservatives in it. There's not a lot of bad things in it when you're making it. Trust me when I tell you, if you make these minor changes in how you eat and how you snack, it'll make a drastic difference in the results that your body can actually get, right? So the next thing we're gonna talk about is actually how to do weight training. Very important, right? When you work out, you're gonna be sore as hell. It's not because you're out of shape. It's not because you're doing too much or because you worked out too hard. It's because when you work out, you don't actually build any muscle. What happens is you tear muscle down. You create these little microscopic tears in your muscle fibers. So for anyone that's ever worked out, you get that burning sensation in whatever body parts you're training, that's lactic acid. That's tearing your muscle down. So you don't actually build muscle during the workout. You actually tear it down. Your body's way of protecting itself is to rebuild that muscle, bigger and stronger. But you need two things to do so. One, you need rest. Two, you need nutrition. By rest, though, I don't mean just sleeping. Your body takes 72 hours to fully recover from a workout. So let's say, for example, you train your biceps and your triceps today. Take at least 3 days before you train that muscle again. 3 full days to let that muscle rebuild. Remember, you're not building it during the workout. You're building it at home. You're building it while you're resting, right? The biggest pitfall some people face is when they come to the gym, they do a little bit of everything every single day, and they work out for like an hour and a half, 2 hours. They come in and they'll do everything because they've been thinking about it for a very long time. They want to see results now. So when they come to the gym, they do everything and then they do some cardio. That actually works against you. I'll explain to you why. Let's say, for example, you come to the gym on a Monday and you have a great workout. You do chest, back, arms, legs, abs. You do a little bit of everything. Take a day off to recover. You come back on a Wednesday and you hit it again and you're still sore as hell, but you still go through it. So you associate pain and painful workouts with what? with actually working out, which is why we hate working out. But if you divide your body parts up, while your arms are sore, you could train legs. While your legs are sore, you can train back, right? So it's not as painful. It's easier to do. But let's say you don't do that and you're still doing that circuit training, you're doing the same muscles each workout. What it actually happens is if you don't give it proper rest, you're gonna lose weight. But the weight you're losing, it's not fat, it's actually muscle. Just remember, your muscles need 72 hours to recover. So if all you're doing is hitting that same muscle over and over and over, you're never letting it recover. You lose muscle, over a period of time, what's gonna happen to your metabolism? It's gonna slow down. What's gonna happen to your body fat? It's gonna slowly creep back up. And you're gonna be, what the hell, I'm working out hard, I'm not seeing results. It's not that you're not working out hard, it's the process is flawed, right? Doesn't matter how, let's say you're having a barbecue at your house, and you say, hey, Tony, I live in Southwest Philly. Doesn't matter how fast I'm driving if I'm driving the wrong direction. So it doesn't matter how hard you're working out if you're working out the wrong way, right? So let's say you work out, you just started working out. Just work out 3 days a week. That's all you need to do to see great results. People think you have to work out 2 hours a day, 5, 6 days a week to see great results. You do not. Your body adapts and you get in better shape, and that's when you need to work out longer and more often. But in the beginning stages, for like the first 6 to 12 months, 3 days a week is more than enough. Let's say you work out 3 days a week, divide your body parts up into 3 different groups. So day 1, chest and back. You can do core afterwards, right? You don't have to do 15 ab exercises. You're not gonna get any faster. Just some basic sit-ups and leg raises is more than enough, right? Day 2, biceps, triceps, shoulders. Throw a little abs in, a little cardio after. Day 3, quads and hamstrings, that's your legs, right? That's gonna give you really great results working out your body this way. 1, you're physically not gonna be sore as hell for a week because you're giving your body time to recover. So when your arms are really extremely sore, having a hard time moving it, boom, you're doing legs. Your legs are really sore, guess what? Boom, now you're doing chest and back. So you're giving your body enough time to recover from the workouts, right? And let's say you've never worked out. You just first started working out for the first time in 5 years. You don't even have to do all this. You can do the circuit training. You're doing 1 or 2 exercises per body part. Again, this is good, but it's also bad. It's a double-edged sword because if you do too much of it, if you do like 3, 4 exercises per body part, and you're doing everything, you're gonna lose muscle. You're gonna be extremely tired and you're gonna hate working out. In the beginning stages, if you're just doing 1 or 2 sets, just to get your body in motion, just to build the habit of working out, it's completely fine because remember, you're going from being sedentary to being active. You're gonna lose weight, you're gonna look good, you're gonna feel great, you're gonna have a ton of energy. But after a point in time, what's gonna happen is you're gonna plateau, okay? Let's say, for example, you move from here to Costa Rica. In the beginning, during the summer, it's gonna be hot as hell. It's gonna be too humid for you. Your body's not used to the environment. But let's say 6 months go by, a year goes by. What happens? You get tanner, you get darker. Remember, your body's adapting to that new environment. You get used to the humidity, you get used to the temperature. Your body's built to adapt. So you come in here in the beginning, you're gonna be extremely uncomfortable. But over a course of time, what's gonna happen is you're gonna adapt. Your body's gonna get in shape. So you're gonna have to push it past those pain barriers. You're gonna have to come in and switch up those workouts. In the beginning stages, if you're just getting started, you don't have to make this rocket science. You don't have to be super complicated. Just doing a little bit of everything for the first month or 2, just get your body acclimated. Just get in here for 30 minutes. After you do that, that's when you wanna start changing it up. You wanna start chopping up your body parts because now you're in better shape. I'll give you another analogy, right? Let's say, for example, if you are a college student and your teacher is giving you high school homework, will you get smarter? Probably not. Why? It's too easy for you. If you give your body workouts that are too easy for it, it will not have an effect. You will not see results. You will not get in better shape. So that's why it's very important you change up your workouts. One of the most important things is change exercises. See, unlike when I first started working out, I used to go to Barnes and Nobles, used to get different workout books. I used to tear out the pages. I used to literally take it to the gym with me, try to figure out these exercises. The best part is there's hundreds of apps on exercising. There's hundreds of videos, thousands, millions of videos on YouTube. So I'm not going to go into too much of the workouts just because you have so many tools at your disposal. If you truly wanted just to learn a few exercises, you can easily Go find those workouts. You can easily download an app and they're all free. So when you get into the gym, you have some direction, you have some motivation, but you also have the tools that's going to show you exactly what to do. But today I kind of just want to go over the ABCs of what you need to do to see phenomenal results. It's not going to happen in 6 weeks. It's not going to happen in 12 weeks. It's going to take 12 months. But remember, you're doing this to change your body, not just for a month or a week or for the summer. You're doing it to change your life. So my goal is to, one, educate you, but also empower you with the tools that you can now take, and you're going to be able to expand upon that. The stuff that we talked about, you can easily Google, YouTube, download apps, and you're going to be able to go and make those little area changes and shifts. It's going to make a drastic improvement in how you perform, one, physically, but two, also as a professional. Does anyone have any questions before we start this workout? Awesome. So we're going to do a circuit today, just because, you know, a lot of us have been staying home. We're not super active. I know if I didn't have keys to the gym, I would just be sleeping all day, okay? Which is essentially what I do all day until I come to the gym. So we're gonna do some basic full body movements, okay? We're gonna do a squat press. Again, if you're stuck at home, squat press, I'm gonna use a slam ball. You can just do a squat and just a press with, let's say you can fill up a backpack with some books. Again, we're gonna do 1 to 2 sets based on our time limitations. We're gonna do 1 or 2 sets of every single movement. But you know, when you want to do a full workout, full workouts typically should be 4 sets. Okay, that means you do every exercise a total of 4 times. Repetitions, because you don't have a ton of weights at your house, your rep count is gonna be about 15 to 20. It's very important that you take, let's say, not too long of a break and not too short of a break, okay? You wanna take about a 30-second to 45 max second break between every set. Too long of a break, guess what? Your heart rate slowed down drastically. You're not working at a high enough tempo to burn a ton of calories during your workout. Remember, the higher your heart rate is during your weight training, the less cardio you have to do. So if your heart rate was high the entire 45-minute workout, you not just did weight training, you also did aerobics. There's anaerobics and aerobics. Anaerobic is weight training. Aerobic is anything that gets your heart racing. So aerobic doesn't have to be just the treadmill. It can be an elliptical, it can be a bike, it can be jumping ropes, it can be doing, you know, burpees, anything that'll raise your heart rate. So then we're gonna do some air squats. That's gonna target the quads, the hamstrings, and the glutes. Following that, we're gonna do some jump squats. Jump squats is a little bit more intense, but again, it's gonna spike that heart rate. The next thing we're gonna do is a push-up. If you cannot do a full push-up, it's completely fine, okay? You can do them on your knees. You can do them elevated. So let's say you have 2 books, you can put your hands on the books, and you can do them on your knees. The higher your arms are, the easier the push-up is going to be. After that, we're gonna do some lateral raises. To do a lateral raise, you can fill up a water bottle, right? So if you don't have dumbbells because everyone's buying, you know, a home gym equipment, just fill up 2 big water bottles or 2 shakers, and you can do shoulder raises with that. Leg raises, that's gonna target your lower core. Reverse crunch is gonna target your lower core and your upper core. You guys ready to get started? Great.
Yeah.
All right.
God.
Okay, so first thing you want to do is stretch. Last thing you want to do is pull a muscle, right? So okay, so we're going to start by, you know, raising your arms up. You're going to just rotate 20 seconds. Next, we're going to do a front lateral raise, right? So you're going to go up, out, down, just like that, 20. Okay. Next, we're gonna stretch out our hamstring. You're gonna just lean forward and touch your toes for 30 seconds. And we're back. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna stretch out our quads. You're gonna just grab your leg and go up. Grab and go up 5 times. Do your left side. Okay, so first thing we're gonna do is a squat press. You can grab a backpack, you can grab anything that weighs more than just a few pounds, or you can do it with no weight. If you do it with no weight, very simple movement. You wanna have your feet about shoulder width, okay? Toes spreading out, okay? After that, you wanna just touch the ground and raise your arms up. So, touch the ground, raise your arms up. We're gonna do a total of 20. I'm gonna use a slam ball. You can use a backpack, you can use anything that's heavy, or you can just use your hands. That was 20, guys. Take 30 seconds, catch your breath, and then we'll do the next exercise. The next exercise is gonna be air squats. Air squats, very simple. Same movement. Your arms are gonna face forward, and then you're gonna squat. When you squat, you wanna go down to where your legs are at a 90-degree angle, okay? Again, you're gonna take a 30-second break, because if we go through all these motions and you don't catch your breath, you're gonna be really out of breath, okay? All right, here we go. Arms up, toes out, 15 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Catch your breath. Just 30 seconds. If you need a longer break, take 45 seconds, but no more than that. The next one is going to be a jump squat. A little bit more intense. Jump squats. You're going to have your hands to your side, arms to your side. It's going to help you keep your balance. You're going to do about 15 to 20 reps. I'm going to face forward, then I'm going to face sideways so you can kind of see my form and technique. So, you're going to squat and jump.
Oh, are we supposed to?
And break. The next one we're gonna do is a push-up. Again, if you can't do a push-up, you can do them on your knees. If you can't do them on your knees, raise your elevation of your hands. So find something where you can put your hands on and then do the push-ups. Again, if you can't do 20, do 15. If you can't do 15, do 10. If you can't do 10, do 5. Remember, it's not about doing a certain amount of rep count, it's doing what's fit for your body. So if your body can only do 5, that's all it's gonna take for you to get in shape. So we're gonna do push-ups next, 15 to 20, okay? All right, guys, the next one we're gonna do is a lateral raise. Lateral raise is very simple. It hits the side part of your shoulders. So you can do it with no weight, or you can do it with weights if you have dumbbells at home. So I'm gonna do some dumbbells. If you have no weights, your rep count is gonna be 30. It's gonna start burning roughly around 15 to 20 reps. If you have weights, your goal is 10 to 12 reps.
I'm using bottles of liquor. Is that okay?
That's a great way. All right, guys.
I had my wine, but it wasn't full.
The next one we're gonna do is gonna work our front shoulders, right? So these are front raises. So you're gonna do again. If you don't have any weights, your goal should be about 30 reps. If you have weights, like bottles of liquor, water, you can do 15 to 20 reps. So hold them to the side, keep that back straight, keep that chin straight, go parallel to your chin. Next one we're gonna do is gonna work your abs. I'm gonna try to do far back enough where you can see me. So the first one you're gonna do is a leg raise. A leg raise, you're gonna lay flat on your back, keep your chin up, keep your head straight, hands underneath your butt. You're gonna just raise your legs almost to where you get to 90 degrees, probably like 70 degrees, come back down. Don't allow your feet to hit the ground. The goal is about 15 to 20 reps. Again, after the call, continue doing these. You want to do a total of 4 sets. We're doing one together. After we're done going through the circuit, when we get off the call, do 3 more. If you start working out with this, if you do this every single day, or even 3-4 days a week for the next month, you're going to see a drastic improvement in your body and the results you see. It's not going to happen in a day, but it'll happen day by day. So, and we're back. Next one is a reverse crunch. You're going to start off in the same position, but you're going to bring your knees towards your chest and then extend your legs all the way back up. Key important, do not allow your feet to touch the ground. Take 15, 20 seconds, catch your breath. You're going to do 20 reps. All right, so one last movement left, guys. Last one we're gonna do is a mountain climber, okay? You're gonna, well, you'll see. What you're gonna do is you're essentially gonna get in a push-up position, and then you're gonna bring your legs up to your chest each time. You're gonna do a total of 20 seconds to 30 seconds, whatever you like. So, one leg in, one leg out. And you're gonna bring it in and out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. That's it. So once we hop off the call, 3 more sets of everything. You guys have any questions on any